Hey y'all, and welcome to the first episode of my new series. So today we're pretty much going to talk about genealogy. And so not many of y'all know genealogy is one of my favorite hobbies, and so we're kind of going to go into depth on certain things and spend a while, talking about how genealogy connects you to different things and how we can use those factors to relate them back to our real life connections or even our personal life. So, the first thing I wanted to mention is that everyone is their own person. All of our families seem to be from a different space. In America, for example. Or maybe, for example, they might be from a whole other country because they might have migrated here for reasons like jobs or different other things. They might came over here from the Mayflower. So there's many reasons why why families become American, because they come over from over time and they essentially what they do is that they produce. They have kids, and then if that kid chooses to stay, like in America, for example, those kids have citizenship. Now, if the grandkids decide, oh, maybe I want to move back to, let's pretend, for example, they all came from Australia. The grandkid might want to move back to Australia. They can do that. And then that way, you have family that's both in America and Australia. Now, the main point I want to get across that a lot of people don't realize is that everyone has an incest score. Your incest score comes from essentially taking the scores of your two parents and dividing them. And so essentially, like, if your mom has like 7% incest, and let's pretend, for example, your dad might only have 3. Your number is going to be a little bit funky, but it's going to be around 2.5% for you. And so many people ask, does that little percentage of incest affect much? No, it does not. It just makes it to where if you happen to have kids with someone else and they have a higher score that's way higher than yours, it's really going to skyrocket your percentage for your child, and it might make things a little dicey. Now, a lot of people think that a lot of families that have like special needs or any other factors mainly comes from incest, and that is actually incorrect. One of the number one causes for incest, or not incest, special needs, it usually tends to be the mom's age. Women over the age of 35 tend to have an increased likelihood of having a son or daughter born with Down syndrome. Now, Down syndrome, also known as trisomy 21, is a condition where essentially you have a chromosomal issue where you have an extra chrome, or extra chromie, as some people say. And so life is pretty much just going to be normal for someone with Down syndrome. They just have a slightly lower lifespan. For example, the oldest guy with Down syndrome only lived to be in his 80s. Yet the oldest verified person according to Guinness World Records was Jeanne Calment from France, who lived to be 122. Now, I'm not trying to go from one extreme to another, but when you look at genealogy, you kind of have to look at how you can take connections and put them together all into one little thing. And so that is part 1 of Genealogy of Logan. See you guys next time.